Everybody, this is Tom Murphy for Optimized Apps News, and I'm going to be talking to you a little bit today about how to design an application and some of the things that you should be keeping in mind when designing an application. Now, depending upon what you're looking to do, obviously one of the first things that you're going to be thinking about is the actual functionality and look and feel of the application. Now, there's many ways to go about this, but one of the things that you can do is really just start to think of the basic functions of either the iPhone or the Droid or the BlackBerry. But I'm going to focus primarily on iPhone and iPad type of applications. So when you are focusing on the iPhone and the iPad, you want to start to really take this almost as if you are designing a movie, where you would want to storyboard out your features and functionality, start to get a nice crisp, clean piece of paper, and really draw out what it is that you are looking to have achieved. As you're doing this, I want you to start to think of the actual application functions, such as GPS, such as the accelerometer functionalities, and start to think about what it will do and how it will do it. So let's take, for example, an application where you may want to use some location type of function, such as GPS technology, and you may want to marry that up with either some database information. You may want to marry that up with photography, where you can have a photograph married up with GPS. One of the major decisions that you're going to make when you're building your application is whether it is going to be a database-oriented application or whether it is going to be an in-app, in-phone application, not requiring an external database interface. That's a big decision because it does impact the price quite a bit on design. There are hosting aspects that would go along with that, and it's a decision that you really should make up front when building your application. But let's say, for instance, you are building an application that will tell you where all of the local bars are in a town, and you may have a database of all of those local bars, and you're going to build an interface that's going to allow the user to use GPS to locate where they are. Well, you're going to want to basically start out with the user experience, what you're going to want the user experience to be like. Start doing your mock-ups, start sketching out what that app is going to look like and the functions are going to be. Start thinking of the color, the style, the feel, the look, everything that you're going to be able to either express to your designer or design yourself. Now, that's another thing that you're going to need to start to think about. You can come up and really be the producer of an application, or you can actually be the designer. So, I mean, you can be both the producer and the designer, but you do not necessarily have to be able to build an app yourself to be able to build an app. You can hire someone to be able to do this for you. But you do need to outline things such as color, texture, feel, content, as much information as you can put down and put down in a logical fashion that is going to be extremely useful for you. I have several different tools that I use for that, but one is a document that helps you walk through the process of building an application. And that document is about 7 pages long. If you're interested in it, please email me directly at tmurphy, that's Tmurphy, at OptimizedApps.com. That's OPTMIZED apps, apps.com, and I will get you a copy of that document. So what you want to do, again, be organized about it, think ahead, and realize that you don't have to be the actual programmer, but you do have to be very structured about how you're going to create this. Keep in mind whether or not it's going to be database driven or it's going to be non-database driven, and just work through the internal phone. Push notification, is that going to be part of the application? Is there going to be GPS technology in the application? Are you going to be using Compass technology? Is there going to be third-party components that you're going to use in this? Are you going to use shopping carts or any purchasing type of items? One of the things you definitely need to think about, and we'll do a segment on, but essentially it's how you do make money and off of an application, and the ways that you build it, so that there are different ways to build it with different revenue streams, such as having an upsell within the app, having it so it is a completely paid app, a completely free app, and various different ways that you can have it, including having advertising within the app itself. I will do a segment on that completely by itself, but I just wanted to start out today by going over the basic components of what you need to start to put down on paper, the types of phones you're building it for, the types of technology that you want the phone, the app to be able to do, and is this database or non-database? And again, now you start to get to that, which is your budget. When you do your budget, please make sure you have both a production budget and a marketing budget. There is going to be marketing expenses associated with it. So when you build that application, think about things such as PR, think about things such as link placement, think about things such as a website you may want built specifically for the application, but get as detailed and granular as you can with putting together your information in regards to your marketing. Well, that's it for today in regards to building applications, and this has been Optimized App News with Tom Murphy.